Okay, we're back with our trick shot simulating. Now, the last set of trick shots that I sent, I went from all of these. I finally did the chips 3 in a row. You can see that almost 10,000 tries. And we've got a couple of fancy things going on here. But card 2 in a row scares me. The rest of these, I think I could get him, all things considered. But let's just try. Let's see what this asks of us. Okay. I see what it's asking of us. And I presume, like before, I'm going to have to do some... Yeah, exactly. And we're going to have to do some... This is going to be pure luck. Because I can't do this consistently. And that's kind of like what I expected. Like, I'm not going to pretend as if I've been doing any of that. Any fancy stuff. You know. But it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back. But I don't know if I'm ready to spend hours and 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 hours. Because this one just seems like it's pure luck. Dare I say it? This was because all the previous ones except the card one, I've been like, I know where the thing is going. This card throwing one, I'm just like, this is no fun to a guy like me. But you know. Also, is there an order for which one I have to get first? Is it the clip that I have to get first? Because this could take us literally like 20 hours if I don't scam the system by spamming it. And I think this has to be the only way that it's done, you know? But the problem with this one is that presumably it's going to immediately verify the connectability. I haven't even seen anyone ever attempt this, which is how I know this could be washed. I may even just give up. And I know it sounds crazy to give up after all is said and done. But like with the chip, I was like, I know what I have to do. I just don't know if I have the strength to do it. Here, I'm literally just like, I don't know what I have to do. You know, maybe there is a way to get consistency here, but this is like worse than the... Oh, hold on. It's worse than the cup one. At least the cup one, I was like, I know, generally speaking, I have an idea. But better than the cup one, at least if you could... I don't think it's possible to hit this and have it not going, because I think it's magnetically disposed towards doing the right thing here. I also moved the camera finally so you can see my count, although it doesn't really matter, I would like to say. Hopefully it doesn't. There's no 1, 2, 3, so maybe it doesn't actually matter. I'm gonna try get the left one and we'll see what it asks us to do after we get the left one. And we'll see if it lets us spam it or not. We'll start there. Also, paying attention, like I said before, you need to pay attention to where it like exits, not necessarily where it's like where it's going, because where it's going is sort of it's so far removed from where you let go of it that it's irrelevant to the actual the actual process here. Let's see. Can I? Okay, that one was close. I'm sort of trying to align it with the left backing pole of this chair, or I guess the right one if you're sitting in it. But every time I stop doing it, I lose the barometer and I need to reset my business right there. Okay. It's just so hard to keep it going this, because I'm literally doing the same thing and different things are happening because it's too precise. You know? It's too precise. And I think it's a crying shame, but you know. But I haven't hit despair yet because I don't know how it works yet. There we go. We had a good attempt on that one, but like I'm trying to do the same thing here. Just kind of I'm trying to hit the same sort of bandwidth and the same sort of marks here. In other Sisyphus-esque games, I beat Mesmer like 10-20 minutes before I went live right now. I was literally just like, I watched people talking about Elden Ring Night right now. I was like, you know what? Wait, I haven't tried fighting Mesmer in a little while. The most annoying part about fighting Mesmer is because I fucking despise the cam that locks onto your enemies. If I can't control my cam with the right stick, I'm just there like it doesn't feel like I'm playing the game. It feels like the game is playing me. It feels like I don't have control. So I don't like it. But that means it's very hard to fight Mesmer second phase because he just starts throwing you the snakes from outer space, which you can't see them. You just have to guess where they are. Especially when he does the left, he jumps in front of you and then he goes behind you and then he spams you with the fire lance. And I was like, you know what, we're not really, I can't see it. I don't know when he does that. And so I was just like, you know what, let's just try doing it on mouse and keyboard. I figured out the controls for mouse and keyboard and I was like, yep, and I beat it within like 10 attempts. So there's that. Well, I'll get around to fighting Radahn and finishing the DLC, because the most annoying part about playing Elden Ring is the in between, because I just don't care for like the dungeon, the like winding and wide dungeon exploration, and like the fact that there's not a straightforward path to the boss, which there is, but it's just like it's obscured by a lot of other stuff, which is fine. And I think that's what a lot of people love about it. It's what I don't like about it. I should remember to at least be throwing these so that we don't waste our time here. Ooh. Where was I? That one was kind of close to the clip. I'm just proud that I beat the chips, to be honest. This is like a victory lap for me. I might even do the other ones and then come back to this one just so I can get a feel for something that isn't like wholly luck based. Because the controls for this are too sensitive. I mean, even though it is just literally power, but like, you see what I'm doing here. Like, I don't think practicing this one will really, like, the effort to reward ratio of this is just out of control. That one was pretty good though. At least I've got an idea of where to aim, so I can do that. But as I was saying, like, I just don't care for, and if I was going to do an Elden Ring review, like video essay style, I've thought about doing it for a while, but you know, it's a lot of effort for a thing, something that people probably don't really care about. But and I will clickbait it with like the thumbnail being like millennia and being like mid overlaid on top of it, which would piss people off in all sorts of different ways for clickbait. But clickbait aside, I think the Elden Ring excels in, you know, combat. It excels in the boss fights. Every single like lower tier enemy, I'm just there like it was fun for the first 10 hours at most, when 15 hours maybe, when you were learning how to fight the basic enemies. And after that, it just becomes a chore. I don't want to walk for like half an hour through a dungeon of enemies that all die in the same way, and essentially it's just like, okay, I attack him a couple times, I heal, I attack him, I heal. It's just time consuming. It's not entertaining or interesting at all for me. And I guess this comes into the other thing, which is there's a lot of different ways to play Elden Ring. There's a lot of different weaponry, and I did experiment a little bit. Most weapons were kind of underwhelming compared to the Bloodhound Fang that have been using this entire time. I tried to switch. I even finally in the DLC discovered dual wielding the same type of weaponry and then hitting them with the special jump down slam fancy attack, which is a lot of fun. All things considered, right? But I just don't. It just doesn't strike me as something I would spend my time in, and that's okay. And I think people, this is my opinion, people recommending Elden Ring are always like, this will change your life. It's a transcendental experience. I think it's a very good game, and I don't regret the time I've spent playing it, especially considering I've beating some like hard bosses and then having, you know, that sense of accomplishment, the same sort of thing that you get when you're playing a game like this. But like TrickShot Simulator, and I'm not trying to just like philosophy post, Northern Lion post, whatever. Like I think this game is very similar to Elden Ring, to what makes Elden Ring good, except of course there's less things to master. It simplifies it, of course, and if you're actually being honest, it obviously simplifies it too much. But I would say I'm a fan of the way that it goes, you know. Also, we've been like nowhere close to hitting it, but that's okay. I know where to go for this one, but I don't have the way to do it consistently because it just goes, man. It just goes, and then what am I supposed to do with that, man? What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to interact with this mechanic of the game? If I'm doing such similar things and I'm like not being rewarded for my like one small movement, and I guess I could change my sensitivity, but you know what? It's probably a good idea for me to do that. Let me put it that way. But yeah, like Elden Ring is like I find the fun part of like learning a boss pattern and then beating it. And I think that like every enemy is intended to be like a little microcosm of that. Like your first like soldier, you finally get the gist of when you dodge and when you can attack, and then you're like, okay, I understand it. But then every single enemy after that is just a soldier. And the worst ones are these mini bosses, which are just like, you know, they're just annoying, right? This you either brute force them and then you're like, okay, well that wasn't like interesting at all, or you waste your time learning them for a reward that doesn't feel satisfying at all. I don't feel any sense of satisfaction being like a huge like scorpion or like that thing in the castle. You know, at the bottom of the castle, there's like the guys with the multiple swords that like general grievous enemy. Those were just annoying. And of course, part of the joy of Elden Ring is, of course, beating a boss that a lot of people also talk about as being hard. Like, there's a social element of the game. It's not just, you know, I beat the boss. It's like I beat the boss, and everybody else is also talking about beating the boss, and then we talk about how fun it was to learn all the patterns that ended up playing a big part in what made the game fun, right? But I don't think it really matters for those smaller enemies. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm just chucking shit and it's completely blind. Because the sensitivity is just too sensitive on the left and rights. The power I don't mind. The power I can learn to manage. But like the left and right is just too sensitive. I don't know what he was thinking with this one, but like whatever. I'm gonna try a different one, and we'll see if we can get a feel for it. Okay, you can turn cap it on top of the dice. Mouse up. Okay, I see what you want. It wants us to do a forward back. But it's not going forward, so how do I... Okay, that one went a little bit forward, but like this is just like, it's not doing anything. And it's not a sensitivity thing, I don't think. Let me try doubling my sense and seeing what it does. Here. Does it need to be on the dice? Because I've knocked the dice over. The dice should really be immobile, let's be honest, but whatever. Or should make you restart if that's what they're asking for. If not, then I don't really care. Oh shit. I think I've kept the bottle flip like twice or thrice in real life, but it's not like I've really tried that much. I'm not saying I would be better at it if I tried more. But like, what I am trying to say is, the power of this one is also very confusing. Because if you're doing this in real life, you don't want a lot of horizontal momentum. You want it to land strongly, but like you don't want it to go too much forward, because then it'll keep going forward when you land it and it'll flip over. But like, I don't know what they want from us here, because we don't have that much control. We can't send it very far. The only moment... only momentum we can get is when you do the flip like that. Like I don't quite feel. I don't get the feel of it right at all. We had one almost that landed like in the right area at least. But like, my mouse is straight. I am chucking it straight, and why is it not straight? Is sort of the question I find myself. Oh. Okay, well we've capped once, so that lets us know. Also, there should be water in these. Dare I say it? But I mean, you can see we capped once, so I consider that a victory. And this one, I don't think is going to be as annoying. It'll just be like a matter of, can we get this shit to work? I mean, on the dice, you're asking some real miracle from me, but like, also especially considering the dice keeps falling off, which I think is a problem. I need to see the developer clear this, and I need to see his like mouse movement tracked. Well, this entire game, by the way, not just this part. Okay, there's a balance of how much back you need to turn it. Like, I keep capping it here, but like... You know, like, is this anything? The bottles have a smaller limit before they despawn, though, which is something to note. Not that it really matters at all. Oh my god. Okay, well, what does that mean for us now? Huh? It's literally bugging. You forgot to properly. What do you call it? You forgot to put the polygons in the bucket. I don't blame you. Generally, like, that's not gonna be a problem, and it wasn't a problem because like you have to restart anyway. But if you're going to make it so that it gets knocked over, you should just make it like solid. No offense. Like you should not make it that like a requirement or whatever. Okay. Then how much you pull it back is how much you backspin. How much you pull it forward is how forward you go. So there is a specific metric that you need to fix here. Hello, Sigma. Hello. Welcome. I mean, I wasn't in doubt. Even in the Mirage game, I said that Mongols would not lose on Mirage to Pain in this year. Like, the Mirage has been very, very solid. They've just been practicing against some really good teams in match data, so it's gonna be hard to match that sort of energy. But also part of how much you push it back is how forward it goes in the first place. So it's like you're playing a dangerous game here. Pain's a good team. They just lack some killer instinct here and there. And they probably lost a bit of confidence at the end of it. Like, after the first initial stretch on the CT side, you regress as a team a little bit back to, underdogs, we're meant to lose situation. Okay. Feels like the hardest part here will be not knocking over the actual thing itself. Feels like that's gonna be the problem. But I keep doing that. I mean, not that it would have mattered in any case. I mean, not even a few. I guess technically it is a few, but Time flies, and they're still underdogs to lift the trophy. So we've got some angles to discuss and cheer from, etc. So. Now I need to figure out how to get it forward without flipping it too much. Aircast would not be good, so like there's a lot of active Mongolian players. You know. Aircast, you don't need Aircast anymore. You got Atox, you got the Hans, you got the new IHC lineup. Maybe you just need to overflip it like that. That was kind of sick. This is a tough movement, but I do feel like I have more control over this than the cards. Well, you may not, but I care about it in the scene-based sense. Now, of course, it doesn't matter if I care about it. For the Mongolian players, more matters that they have chances of making it to the major and such, but which ends? How many years ago? What do you mean the team? The team still exists. They're just playing it at a lower level right now. They got Glaive, Nature, Poddy, SDY, and I forget who the fourth one is. The fifth one is. No, they're still around. Nothing is too crazy about all that. I figured who's the coach of that team now. Okay, that's the right. You really have to go forward for this one for it to recognize that you're trying to go forward. Otherwise, the flipping is. We're just gonna keep trying this. I wonder how strict the. I guess in the past they've been very lenient in allowing these trick shots to count. Okay, let's try. Let's try the other ones as well. Flick and shot. My favorite team logo. Oh shit. Oh, hold on. I need to get it. I don't have an all-time logo, to be honest. Most esports logos aren't that impressive. I'm trying to think of one. Genuinely none come to mind. They're all kind of like, you know, okay logos. Oh my, okay, I see how it is. So you need to time the ball. Okay, and you can't cheese this one. As soon as the soccer ball starts moving, you have no choice. But FBL ranking and HOTV, it's the top FBL players. They really, bro, move. There we go. Okay, looks very hard. This concerns me as to test the trends of what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, I ain't doing that. No offense to you. I thought they were more sensible, they're actually increasingly incomprehensible. This one I could probably try and do. Oh shit, you can't. My sensitivity is still double, to be fair. I assume you just need to get the thing in the cup. First of all, where do you land this thing? My guess is middle right. Maybe just straight up middle. I had it once. Oh, that's funny. the hell is this? Okay, well, it ends today one way or another, because I don't think I can do any of these except maybe this one. Oh, we nearly had that one as well. Unless it also needs to be a bullseye, which would then I would give up as well, but like... It does bother me that the darts physics are like so different. Oh, that was pretty close. But not the worst attempt. At least it lets you know when you need to restart pretty quickly. No, not my worst attempt. Oh, I swapped my shot styles there for that. This one I can probably do. Alright. See, that's a pretty good shot. It bothers me that the sensitivities are so different for the cup dart and for the ball. You need to throw like 50% harder for the ball than for the dart. Well, then again, maybe that's physics. Maybe that I don't think it's physics. The dart would be heavier than the ball if it's actually a dart. So this is a ping pong ball, man. Aiming forwards means it goes less forwards, weirdly. Because of the way these things are angled. We nearly got something there. That was pretty close. I wonder if you don't even need to get the dot in the dub board, if you can just like get it in just by virtue of it all. Oh, not bad. Not bad dot cop. I swear these bounces are so chaotic, man. It's like the unfun version of the bouncing in the pans one. That will be satisfying to make it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that one literally landed on the thing and it didn't accept my offer. Like, it was just like, no, we're gonna bounce you on the ridges here. Like, it's, I guess that's realistic, to be fair. But like, whatever. Okay, let me find the right place to bounce it. That's not quite right. Bottom of center. Far of center is too far. Middle of center is too far. Center of center is too far. It has to be like low of center. And then we can get something going here. Yeah, low and to the right, slightly maybe of center, if we have to choose, because left doesn't work. And then it's just like, pray. Pray for the dot. I heard the cup could get hit, but like, I don't think that was gonna work. Oh, that was pretty close, man. That was pretty close. Okay, I have a rhythm for this. I believe in my ability to hit this one, and if nothing else. It takes a lot to go my way simultaneously, but like, what else is new, you know? This could be my last and my final stand, you know? And these last ones do need some more instructions, just because I'm wondering how precise the detection system is. Oh my god. Okay, that was a pretty good dot, though. You can put spin on the dot. I was just experimenting. That's not gonna help me here, but like, you can do that. Hmm. It's a very specific window where it bounces like you want it to bounce. Other than that, you're kind of just putting yourself up in like the dice roll of bounces. Like, what is it even? Where is it going in that situation? You know, it's like slightly below of this the center of the bottom right. Okay, let me move my keyboard to the side so I can focus. That would have been funny. That one not so much. I am starting to get pissed off at my undershooting of the dot cup, but like, it's so easy to overshoot it. The undershooting it is just way better. hit it in midair. Oh, come on, that was a good one. Why did it not? Why did it flop? Feliz Navidad. Who invented Feliz Navidad? And not the phrase, the song. But I'm not resetting overly, like, sensitively. I'm just resetting it every time I missing one or the other is an immediate reset. Okay, that one was pretty good. I need to make sure you use my wrist for these properly. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm going for. Just like a slightly different version of that. The ball is harder than the cup, but the ball controls where the cup theoretically should go, but like you can't, or at least I can't. I'm not gonna send a dart based on the cup. It has to just kind of happen. You know what I mean? Like, that one wasn't so bad. That's what I want. It's actually quite a bit shallower and to the right than I think it is. By the way, how can it possibly bounce on the drawer back to me? The drawer is tilted that way. Think about the physics of that, man. How could it possibly be the case? Like, if you bounce it off of the drawer, like, it doesn't make sense, but whatever. Not my worst attempt. Okay, time to put the ball in the cup and the dartboard, bro. These bounces are too unpredictable, so I'm not gonna bother trying to, like... I'm just gonna keep getting chances, and then one of these chances will work. Now, if you could throw them in the opposite order, that would be a lot easier. It wouldn't be that much easier if this was the requirement. Also, that was a perfect shot, but the dart just, like, fucked off. For no reason. That's okay. We've played these games before. I keep hitting the metal ridges of this dartboard, man, with my dart. Chain right. Why is there such a precise window to bounce these, man? Like, what is this? I don't understand it, man. And what is the physics engine that makes it bounce backwards, bro? The Unity engine, I guess, but I don't know. The Unity engine is not a physics engine, I guess. You can probably put a different physics engine in the Unity engine. I'm not familiar with it. Ooh, nice shot. How many people have 100%ed this game? I'm gonna look up a speedrun of it to find the tech, but they probably do, like, incredible stuff with it, you know? That was on target. I don't know what happened with the ball bounce, but whatever. Sometimes you don't got to ask questions. Sometimes you don't get to ask questions. Why did that one go further when I shot it less far? These are the things that we don't get to know, man. a small difference in bouncing location, the angle of incidence just changes so much. It's like impossible to predict. So you just have to send it and hope. That got I got a little heartbeat right there. That was excitement. We felt something for a second there. I don't know if it was good something or if it was like, you know, medical, but like either way, we're gonna put the ball in the cup in the board, bro. That's the only way we're sending this shipment. Is that like slightly lower than what I... Oh my god! It's like slightly lower than intended, and yet it's perfect. Why must you break my heart so? Ah, I forgot I'm not chucking that guy anymore. Probably the best way to do it is slightly short of center and the left one, and the right one, I mean. And then every other direction that it ends up going in is like, you know, you're literally just like, please do something, you know. But that's okay. Like, it's not. Oh my, we had something there. We had something there. Yeah, that's like the perfect bounce right there. I can tell from where it lands whether it's worth paying attention to or not most of the time now. Which is... Oh... That was a good one. That was a good one, man. As long as it lands in a way that lets it bounce properly onto the fourth draw, the rest is up to, like, luck of the draw. That's okay. Better luck than the previous challenges, to be honest. See what I mean? You can put spin on it, but it doesn't help. It would be better to ignore the fact that you can. Not too far. Not far enough. Oh, never mind. It might have been okay. That one's pretty good, man. That one was pretty good. Too far. Too far. Too far. Too odd. My dot is pretty good, so like we don't need to worry about that. If it lands, right? The point is, and we can't predict it too well. The point is mostly get the bounce perfect on the ball, and then really the world's your oyster. Has the game started? No, the game starts like at night time for me today. That was a really good bounce as well. Also, it's generally better to aim it. Oh, it was a bit either down or to the left. Up and to the right is a rare roll for us. We haven't had it happen so far. As in where the ball bounces after a successful run. Not bad, not bad. This one I know we'll get eventually because it's literally just a matter of lining it up like coincidence mode. So I'm very chill. Like that one was even close and it didn't seem like it would be. That one would have probably done it with a little bit of momentum. Would have been nice. That's a really good bounce, man. That's a really good bounce. That's also a good bounce, but I fumbled the dot. Okay, don't worry about the dot. Just focus on the bounce first. Okay, that was actually kind of close. I need to remember to reset my mouse position because every time I reset my mouse position, or I don't, my positioning for the next one gets screwed. Let's try. Ooh. If you do a super low one, then it makes it, it goes to the right. Otherwise, it goes a bit to the left, which is better, because my right-handedness puts it to the left when I chuck my dot cup. No, not that far to the left is probably best, but like. Surprised that one didn't make it. It looked pretty promising. That's too far. Oh, I had hope. I had hope. Dinks here are bad, not good. Fish are friends, not food, you know? Any Nemo heads? Not what I meant to go for. Pretty good bounce. That's a good bounce. It's not as good of a bounce as I thought it would be, but... that was a very good bounce. Wasted dart on that one. Not bad, not bad. Could be better. Oh. Oh, but you shouldn't have. Oh, but you shouldn't have. Oh, it was so close. That was also pretty close. Oh. I felt it. Oh, it's a nice land. Doesn't help us. Really good bounce. Actually, not my best work, but like, you know, good. I don't know what it was doing on that one, but oh. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, such a good bounce. Oh, actually wasn't that good of a bounce, surprisingly enough. Oh, you tricked me. I thought it was going through. It went beyond, man. Like, what is the backwards bounce physics on that one? Can I get a student of physics to let me know? I'm also technically a student of physics, but like, you know, it's been many years. I wouldn't describe myself as one now. Once a student, always a student, but you know, some motherfuckers still out here learning. And some motherfuckers like me playing TrickShot Simulator. So, you know, we're not all made for this business. Let's put it that way. Well, I hit the dot. What the hell is that? Oh. Whoa. It's just a matter of time. It's just such a precise window for the ball to go where you want it to go. To bounce on all 4 of these. I feel like in real physics this would be way easier because you could just bounce it and it would just go. And it wouldn't be this variant because of the way that you throw it. In real life, you would throw things the same way. They would go similar ways. This is like, you know, being, I guess that's consistent, but that's not what we want, right? I'm hitting, oh my god, what the physics was that? You know, that was a collision bug, as we call them in, well, I don't know if we call them that in the business. I'm not even really in the business, to be frank with you. I'm a business adjacent guy, you know? It's like if you got McDonald's and KFC and all these like fast food chains. I'm like a guy who sometimes has cooked a couple of fast food chicken dishes and sold it for like $5 one time. Not really even one time. For free one time. Like to yourself. So basically I'm KFC. Should I play some Baby No Money music? Because it's apparently DMCA free. Most of it, at least. I've been listening to Baby No Money for years, on and off. It's my kind of, you know, enjoyable spend of time. I'll put it that way. You know, easy to understand. He just talks about Baby No Money. Every lyric doesn't make sense, and that's why it makes sense to me. That would have been a fun one. I don't know if it would have counted, but reset me here. I need to get my camera right, you know. Oh, it went over and under and over and under. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay. That was a solid try. Mm-hmm. This is a more forgiving version of the chips, which is why I like it. Oh, that was like perfect. Just a little bit more power on the ball and it would work, but you can't really control that precisely. So that was a good. It was a good one to try it on. Oi, 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 oi. Oh, he hit it! It just didn't hit in the right incidence angle. Restarting on the ball is the play, man, because the dart's way easy to hit. Where you generally want it to be. So, like... Oh, we hit him, we hit him, we hit him. Celebrate the small victories because they compound for big victories, you know? It's like an Agario. You don't just not get the small germ if you're trying to get bigger. You get the small germs, eventually the big germs will come along and you can eat them. And why did you eat them? How could you eat them? Because you had the small ones first. That's how it works, man. The journey of 1,000 miles and such and so on. Now that being said, sometimes even a single step is too much. You gotta like take half a step, but like, you know, it's still a 1,000-mile journey, even if you start it with like 1 centimeter of a step, because a step is like a lot of. You can subdivide a step, assuming that you've got feet. Oh, I see you. I fucking see you, dude. I fucking see you. Oh, that was like a moment of chance there. I literally am feeling it. Oh, one of these days, man. One of these days. Well, hopefully today. I'm not trying to like be crazy about it. Oh, could have been a good one. One of these shots, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to see the perfect motherfucker right there. That's a good one, but like I missed the shot really bad, and also I didn't end up being that good. That exact shot, but just like a little bit lower on the square, on the rectangle, goes crazy. You can see we're hitting everything that we need to. It's just a matter of when it works, it works, you know. I do see that I'm hitting it every so often here. That was funny. And sometimes it does get too funny with it. I don't know what's happening here. A few shots in a row that looked very good. That one's not that good. That's okay. Can't believe I said that one was okay. Oh my god, I'm falling off. I swear half of these shots aren't actually like that bad. Not the bow shots. The bow shots are pretty bad. But like the dart shots that aren't hitting, I feel like they're not even my fault. Should I boot a Ballatro at the back for some music? I definitely do need some music, but like, you know, part of me enjoys the solemn silence and just the sound of, I don't want to say the sound of my own voice, but the sound of my voice and nothing else sort of in tandem with it. As a media product, not really for me. I wouldn't watch my own videos that often. I do watch from time to time just to be like, okay, did I like do something here? Was I cooking? Most of the time it's no, is the answer that you're looking for. But like, every so often I'm proud of something that I've done. I think that's a, oh, nice fucking dart. Oh, that one is, well, it's kind of bugged on our side because it doesn't like show proper. But like whatevs. Oh! I believe for half a second there. I'm not usually a believer in that kind of shot, but like, I mean, tough times turn anyone into a believer or a doubter, I guess, if you want to be that kind of guy. And I am that kind of guy, so I don't know why I'm criticizing you as if I am not you and you are not me. And we are not one in this cosmic whirlpool, but, you know. Within the cosmic whirlpool, there's a task in front of us, and the task is to put the thing in the thing, you know. Maybe this is a metaphor for sex. I'm not gonna elaborate, and I don't actually know the answers either, so. But maybe it is. Maybe this is what it's like. I wouldn't know. Am I right, fellow gamers? This one I'm not so frustrated by, because it's satisfying. It's not like the chips, which have a meandering, sort of slow and imprecise yet infinitely precise. This is like, you know, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe ass, you know. That's chill. Oh my god. They need to give you the instant replay option. Oh. My heart aflutter. Oh my god, if that made it, that would have been crazy. Oh my god. I don't think that would have counted, but it would have been sick if it did. Not far off. Pretty far off. It's actually not below half. I would say it's one ball's worth below half, which almost makes it a quarter above bottom. I'm pissed off that they took away my ability to cheese all the rest of these, man, except the card one, which I might only be able to cheese. Consider that, but like, maybe that's I mean, this is a commentary of the self, definitely. When I'm forced to try in earnest, I try in earnest. When I'm presented with the ability to find the cheap way out of something that is still complex but easier, I will take it instead of finding an earnest throughput. I think that is accurate in reflection of myself. Now, is it a problem? Maybe not, but you know. Some of these I'm restarting a viable runs. I'm just like, you know. Oh, that was it, but not it. That was everything we needed, but like not everything that we desired. If that one just fucking landed, like these darts not landing is pissing me the fuck off. Like, who gives you the right to just like scatter like this? I know it's probably me missing, but like, you know. That was a decent attempt. I wouldn't call it my best. Oh, that looks like it's in the middle, so I'm gonna pretend it is. It's hard to tell what's the middle when you're throwing it at a tilted angle and it doesn't actually touch the dartboard because of the physics collision that stops it. Sorry, I'm hugging my monitor to get rid of the spittle, as it were. When's the last time you cleaned your monitor? Give it a clean right now, if you can. If it's your phone, you probably should have cleaned it already. You've been taking shits with it. Which, by the way, is something everyone does, so don't be ashamed of your realities, you know. Too many people are ashamed of who they are. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? Okay. That just means we're close. I'm not even like that angry. That anger was like so brief it disappeared from my body the second I released it. Because we're not even like, what's the time? 1 hour 14 is like nothing, man. For something that I've been earnestly trying to achieve and something that I'm so close to achieving. Like, why would I tilt my tits off at that, you know? Yes! Yeah! Oh, baby. That's just like... It's just like I speak my truth into the game. Into the game. Let's watch the replay of this shit. Oh, I forgot to watch the replay of one of my other ones. I ended the badminton one without showing the full replay. I feel bad about that because I got views. Anyway. Oh, and it bounced on the top as well. That's so delectable. I won't say stop streaming. I want to continue with a few more. I've got some air energy now. So now we'll hit trick 2. I'll hit back here first, and then I'll hit trick 2, and then I'll